guys in front of him, gave him a great opportunity to do a good job, and all those skill guys stepped up. And then, Jamar, it's just nothing really surprises you. You just keep finding ways to get him the ball. It can come in so many different ways because of how flexible he is as a football player and his football IQ, and I say it all the time. You can put him in a slot, you can put him at Z, you can put him at X, you can put him in the backfield. Just keep getting the ball in his hands, and good things are going to happen. And we got so many other great players as well to take the pressure off of him, where you can't just lock in on him. And I think that's the critical part of things. And so was proud of the way that those guys played today.
When did you know, Joe?
Go ahead, Hub.
Was there a play, or when did you know that Joe looked like he was playing as good as he was? When did you know that? When did you sense that?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to say. I thought this week he moved around a little bit better, so he had that sense as the week went. I can't tell you how many times on the headset we said throw the ball away on his touchdown to Jamar there on the goal line. We said it a lot, and those two just found a way to make a play, and the line held the guys off of him. So it was good to see him move around today. And again, like he said all year, it's probably just going to get better and better each week. No, there wasn't one play. I mean, he did stuff on his own. We only called one naked to Jamar for a good play. We didn't, again, try to take that pressure off a little bit. And when he moved, that was his decision, and it worked out well for us. Yeah, I mean, they're great quarterbacks. You can't just keep them in the pocket and put them in a little box. They're going to extend plays. Sometimes when you're thinking they shouldn't, they're going to hang onto the ball for a second longer than people feel comfortable with. And usually great things happen when that happens. And that's the special magic that he's got that you don't want to ever take away from him. And he does a great job. Knowing when to make it work and knowing when to get rid of the ball.
The deep touchdown, how impressive was that throw?
They were starting to cloud Jamar a lot, so the only way to get him away from the cloud really was to get him across the field to the quarter side, and the protection again was outstanding right there on that protect. It was a cross-zip protection. Joe did a great job with his landmark in the pocket. Not many guys can. It was a great throw, perfect throw. Not many guys can get that last burst to be able to track it the way Jamar did. That's a great connection between those two. That's a play you get one full speed rep of during the week, and you want to hit it when it's there. And I thought those two did a great job connecting.
The entire sequence at the end of the first half there, where you go for it on fourth and
yeah.
Was your idea the whole time to just try to run that in the whole time?
Yeah.
And then how much was the thought of the defensive situation a part of your decision to go?
But it was all encompassing, and a lot of it was the possession before. We knew going in this game, Brian had been on me all week, that it's a tough structure to throw against, the way that they play with their leverages in that coverage structure inside the 5. We'd thrown the ball 3 plays in a row on the possession before and kicked a field goal, knowing that it was going to be hard going in, and I was a little bit stubborn there. And so we told our guys we're going to run this ball in the next time we're in the low red. We ran it for 4 straight plays. We expect to be able to get that ball in. We didn't, but knowing that we're going to be able to pin him inside the 2 with some time. We had 3 timeouts at the time. That our defense, you can get a safety or give us great field position. The third option is the best option, and that's just go ahead and get a touchdown yourself.
So that's the point about, or did you feel unencumbered knowing that he could do some of the things you
I just call the game how we see it, and it felt like we got normal down plays than we normally have because we've extended drives longer. So that makes everyone's job easier. It takes the pressure off of the protection. It takes the pressure off of those guys to be perfect on every play. When you can string together more plays and overcome some of the second longs and third downs we had, that we just haven't done a great job of necessarily, all of us, myself included, in these last couple of weeks. And so we were just able to free up and play the style of ball we're used to playing. You don't even think twice about it. We love T because he's a premier player in this league, and we know what he does to a defense. We know the plays he makes, but Duke and his staff have just done such a great job of acquiring depth in a lot of different ways, shapes, and forms. And Trenton's one of those guys that you have full confidence. He knows what to do. He can play all 3 positions. He's going to catch every ball that gets thrown to him. He's going to run with great detail. We were close on that flea flicker. That was the same play we had against Cleveland last year. But I thought Trenton stepped up and did exactly what we knew he would be able to do.
Zach, one of the things that's been missing over the first 4 weeks of the season, and you pointed to it, is complementary football.
Yeah.
And not only did you get the touchdown passes, but you also got 3 or 4 huge plays on defense. Forced bounce stop, pick 6, obviously another interception. You almost had 2 other interceptions. How important was that today?
Well, the starting point was 2 3-and-outs by our defense to start the game, and offense scoring 10 points. So right there, the defense got the stops, the offense piled on some points, and we had some good special teams plays in the mix of that. A great return by Trenton, great blocking on that. And then you look at the end of the half, okay, the defense gives up a touchdown, offense drives all the way down to the 1. Doesn't get in, but again, eats up some clock, gets some good field position, and then the defense does a great job turning in 7 points. And then you turn over quickly the second half, offense gets the ball first, score 7. So I just thought that sequencing at the end of the second quarter, beginning of third, even though it wasn't perfect, was a good example of this team playing together and feeding off of each other and being able to take control of the game there. I'll get you next, Jeremy. Go ahead.
Say the 4th and 1 when you stop, let's say to kind of shift the game for good.
That's a huge. I think it was a 4-point game at that time, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been an 11-point game, but it was that was a huge stop. Defense rose to the challenge there. I think Jermaine was the one who kind of had big contact there. So that was a critical point in the game for us, for sure. That's a turnover, you know.
Appreciate you, Zach. When you've been grinding for 4 weeks with the offense, trying to see it look like what you know it can, just how rewarding is a day like this for not only you as a play caller, but just across the board for this offense?
I think we just don't overreact to the early part of the season. We correct what we can correct. There was never any wholesale changes needed. We knew how close we were, and we knew what it could look like. We got to continue to build off days like today. That's a big part of it. But again, there was never any overreaction or anything like that from us. We just stayed the course, and when you trust in what you're doing or you believe in your process, there's plenty of time for it all to take shape and us to get our footing that we needed to get. And I thought today was a good step in the direction that way.
What did you go on now this week? Everyone seemed to say it was a must-win. Today was a must-win. Was that your message to the team?
No, those weren't my words. You know, it was, again, we just needed to play our best brand of football against this game against Arizona. That's it, you know, and then next week stack another one, you know, against Seattle, and just keep taking it one game at a time. Don't worry about the big picture right now. I think we're going to be in great shape if we can just take care of our own business at this early part in the season, and that's what our guys did today.
What kind of impact does it have on the team when you see Burrow play after how he worked in the first 4 games before he can come out and play like he has in so many games earlier in his career?
Well, I mean, he's done really good things for us these last couple of weeks, and so again, we look at every play as it should be, and feel like he's done a great job for us. Today, again, we just got more plays, and we were able to take some more shots down the field, called some different protections that allowed us to take more shots as he's starting to move a little bit more. And so, again, and then he made a couple plays where he just extended plays, and so that's always a bonus that we'll gladly take. Don't want to force that on anybody, though.
Yeah, you made Kwame your captain.
Yeah.
You know, what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, Kwame has been everything that we wanted to be around. Done a great job on our practice squad. He's done a great job when his number was called last year, came in against Tennessee, you know, when we elevated him. And so he's a guy that's very dependable. We got a lot of trust in him. You know, his dad was a tremendous player here, you know, in the late 90s, early 2000s. And so, again, just I think that's a really special moment for a guy that is exactly what we want to be about. Able to maybe have a moment for himself and his family, you know, to honor his late dad. And you know, somebody Darren knew. Darren played with at KU, and his dad went to my junior college, Butler County, so there's that fraternity. And so, again, just special for Kwame. It was a bonus that he got a catch, you know, on a run alert. But, again, hopefully it was a good moment for Kwame's family. No, but again, when the right people are doing the right things, you want to find a way to draw attention to that. And Kwame is a great example of just. I met his mom in the elevator, I think, during the preseason, and just what a great woman. It's no surprise Kwame's been raised the way that he has, and so again, anytime you can give a player that kind of moment, you want to be able to do that.